In this video, I want to talk about pretty privilege. The world is judgmental. If you really still think that looks don't matter, then please watch this video. For those that are new, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here is the place where I share all of my thoughts, lessons, and adventures in my 20s as I navigate life in Toronto. Now let's begin. How you present sends a message to people. This is coming from someone who used to look like this, and who now looks like this. I've taken my style a lot more seriously. I'm more put together, my outfits are coordinated, and I present myself in a certain aesthetic. As a result, many people say that I am more feminine, and you would not be wrong. But this change is not unintentional. About a year ago, I realized that the way you present not only sends a certain message, but is very important into attracting certain people. In fact, it dictates who you surround yourself with. If you are someone who wears hoodies, sweatpants, t-shirts every day, it is highly likely that you will be surrounded by similar people. Like attracts like. We naturally gravitate to those who resemble us in style, values, perspectives, cultures. In fact, a study done showed that when new students enter a classroom, they are more likely to sit with people of the same culture as them. When we see someone that looks similar to us, we feel a sense of safety, inclusion, and we naturally let down our guard. Because I was dressing in a particular way, those are the kinds of people that I was surrounded by. And I was surrounded by people who were wasting their time, not motivated. My friends were partying, my friends were not chasing their goals, stuck in the same place, not going to the gym. So it was the kind of lifestyle that I did not want. And I have this one rule. You should never take advice from someone whose life you don't want, or who you don't want to be like, or aspire to grow into. I decided about a year ago that I was going to start dressing differently. I started to see style as a self-investment. Now, studies have shown that for people who are very high up or successful, those who put an effort into their looks, meaning getting their makeup done, getting their hair done, wearing certain tailored clothes, going to the gym. These are the kind of people that are perceived as more credible, more reliable, and attain higher success. So it's actually research backed that if you put time into presenting yourself in an orderly way, it is actually an investment into your success. So that is exactly what I did. I started to learn about brands, fast fashion, luxury. I started to care about the quality of the clothing. I was putting more research and time into where my clothing was coming from, the source, how it felt on my body and made me feel. I even started a fashion account to just record the process. So if you guys are interested in seeing the exact way that I found my style, you can check out my Instagram page, Shares Lifestyle and Fashion. I'll link it down below. Through this process, I cleaned out my entire wardrobe, really evaluated what clothes I need, what clothes are adding to my appearance, and which ones are really distracting, tacky, and do not have the longevity of the kind of wardrobe that I want. In other words, I made a capsule wardrobe. It was about finding timeless and classic pieces that can last a lifetime versus following micro trends, styles that go out of date in a couple months. So yes, I did become more feminine, but that's really just a surface byproduct. What I was really doing was cleansing my palette, if you will, dressing in a way that represents who I really am. And through this process, as you start to change your wardrobe, your style, you will see that the world reacts differently. You can call it judgmental, but at the same time, you will start attracting elevated people. People who have also gone through this process, people who value the same kind of things you do. And because competence leads to confidence, it will not only build your self-esteem as a woman, you will feel a lot more found and grounded. You're not following microtrends. You're not buying the newest bag. You are very satisfied with the clothes that you do have. You may not have a lot, but the ones that you do are tailored to you and they never go out of style. Once you really start to take care of yourself, and it's not crazy things, I'm not spending thousands of dollars on plastic surgery. That's not what I'm talking about. Taking care of your hair, your skin, prioritizing wellness, just really grooming yourself as you should, you will realize that people take you a lot more seriously. When I used to have a mullet and when I used to wear street style clothes and baggy clothes, no matter how profound my ideas were, no matter how genius thoughts that I had, people judge you for the way you look. If you are someone who can't even take care of yourself, why would people be interested in what you have to say? Before I even had the chance to say what I thought, what I believed, they would see me as a misunderstood artist with blue hair, piercings, tattoos. Okay, you're this anti-society, rebellious teen. That's what I looked like. However, now, nothing has changed. I still think the same things. I see the world in the same way. My ideas have always been here. But now people approach me with respect. You are more dignified. People suddenly have patience to listen to what you have to say. Your ideas are somehow more valid, and that is because the initial impression that you make is one of sophistication, one of class, and one of elegance. Some people say that what I've been doing is conformity, or it's superficial, or you're just taking advantage of pretty privilege. Actually, I think it's the absolute opposite. Focusing on your appearance is not about vanity. It is a tool and a mechanism that can allow who you really are to shine through. It is actually, from the way I see it, a creative way of expressing yourself and tailoring yourself to the vocabulary and the syntax of society. When you do so, there will be stereotypical assumptions, there will be lost friendships. I think as long as you have a clear mind and you know what you're doing and you see past the judgment and get the positives out of this transformation, it can be one of the most important and influential things in changing your life. Now, there's never a destination for beauty or style. In fact, still today, I'm figuring out what I like and don't like, and always seeking an opportunity to elevate my style and learn more about fashion. But, it really is true that identity is a state of becoming. So long as you are open-minded to trying new things, exploring new styles, cultures, experiences, and finding an outwardly appearance that resembles who you are on the inside, I think you're doing the right thing. It's crazy to me because it's often the people who say that they are the most open-minded who are actually the most judgmental, and it's the people who look nothing but ordinary that often have the most wild imaginations and the largest capacity for change. As someone who has not always had pretty privilege and who is only just beginning to navigate her style and appearance, these are really the things that I've learned. If there's one takeaway, it's that focusing on your style and your appearance, it is a representation of who you are internally, and if done well, it can be such a powerful and life-changing thing. It'll connect you to the right people and the right energy that you want to surround yourself with. Thank you so much. Follow my Instagram at cheryancreates. Subscribe for more. Bye.